Okay. Everything seems to be working. For the record, I think I already have everything set up. I'm just trying to back up this file here in case something goes horrifically wrong. Okay, we're gonna go here. We're gonna keep both files. You're gonna give me 7 minutes just to upload the file? Man, my internet's garbage. No, it's not. No, it's not. I want the Sigma. Hello, Philip. How you doing, man? Well, while I'm waiting for this file to upload, I'm probably just gonna sit here and here, I'll set up something. Well, hello, Philip. Thanks for stopping by. If you want to see some cool heartdude stuff, you're more than welcome to check it out. Yes, I use Opera GX. Sue me if you want, I don't care. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm gonna mute this just in case I get hit with copyright strikes. Well, the reason why I don't use my main channel anymore is mainly because that is my mom's email that's connected to it. And it'd be really, really annoying to have to constantly switch towards my mom's email, but also because I don't know the password to her YouTube account. So I just thought, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna make my own email and hook my own YouTube channel up. So I figured that would be much easier and less tedious than having to constantly leech off of my mom's email just to, you know, have access to everything and stuff. So I thought I'd just start fresh. Hang on, I'm gonna check my file status. Okay, I have like a minute left. So yeah, while we're waiting on that, please enjoy the footage of Run 3, if you really wanna. It's a pretty good game for a Flash game, I must say. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I still have, you know, it's allergy season and it really got to me. But I'm doing much better than I did a few days prior. Okay. I think the last time I was on Cool Math Games was like what, I was like 11 or something. I'm turning 14 in like, what, like about a week or 2 weeks, because my birthday's on the 20th. Those were the days. Okay, I think it's done, hopefully. Alright, I'll see you, Philip. Good luck on the homework then. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, I'm gonna move my browser tab over to the Turbo Warp over here. There we go. This is where the magic happens. I use a beefed up version of Scratch called Turbo Warp. It runs everything, and also if you can't tell what I'm doing, I'm on File Explorer. I just have it set to the specific window so you don't snoop where my files are. I'm not hiding anything weird, I swear. I just like to keep my privacy. Okay. So right now, what I'm working on here is I'm trying to create save data right now. Here, I'll make an example with good old MS Paint. So window capture. Okay, I don't think that one works very well, never mind. I'm gonna have to use screen capture then. What engine am I using? I'm using Turbo Warp right now. It's like a beefed up version of Scratch. It runs everything in Java, which makes things much, much smoother. Sorry, I'm just setting up a little corner here. This will come in handy later. I'm gonna hide it for now. So, what I can do here in Turbo Warp, not only can it run everything a lot better, and provides widescreen and custom stage sizes, and you can remove fencing, which is like, it allows sprites to move off screen and become and it removes the limits of sizing and stuff, and makes touching blocks work off screen as well. Infinite clones. You can remove the 300 clone limit. The other limits, like remove sound effect and pen size, which I mean, you could use if you wanted. It adds 60 FPS, which I don't really recommend. It runs way too fast, so I recommend using interpolation. But the main kicker here is the other extensions that you have wide access to. Excuse me. You can get access to the it prevents the computer from falling asleep. It compresses and decompresses text. Like, you can create and edit zip files. And that's including SP3s, which is basically a zip file. And also you can connect to servers and stuff with these as well, which is really cool. Like cloud data, augmented reality. It's got a whole bunch of stuff that's useful. Pointer lock is also good if you're making FPS games. But the most important stuff that you could probably use would have to be the itch.io, GameJolt, and Newgrounds API. Excuse me. Okay, okay, back to the whole MS Paint thing. This is just gonna be a brief explanation of what I'm trying to do here. So, hello, stupid. That's a very interesting name. Anyways, oh, whoops. So the main point of this whole MS Paint shtick that I'm adding here, this is just a brief explanation of what I'm going to do here. This is going to be a simple explanation. So to to make the save codes, which saves your progress, like you can punch it all in. So we're gonna detect if hard mode is unlocked. We're gonna detect if that is unlocked. So this is gonna be the variable. So V is gonna be the variable, or VA would be better, so it doesn't look like an arrow. Plus the custom night variable, which is what detects if it's unlocked or not. Custom night VA. So we add all these variables together. I might add other variables depending on what I feel like adding, but this code we would get, if we add these variables together, we would have our save progress code, where we can still hop on our progress that we had beforehand. And even though it's just gonna be just like probably just gonna be two lines of numbers, which could easily be exploited to just unlock everything, but you know what? I don't really care. That's nothing for me to worry about. I'm not too worried about it. All I'm worried about is being able to save your progress, because there's gonna be some unlockables in the game, including hard mode and custom night. So that's just the main point that I wanted to get across, is how we're going to be able to nail this all down. I'm going to save this because I felt like it. Okay, untitled. Boom. Okay, so now that we have our explanation down, we can finally work on our projects here. So I already have the hard mode unlocked variable here, and I have the save code variable ready. I have a variable like save code tutorial that GriffPatch made on the side, so I can have a better view of what he's talking about and how to set everything up. So here, and I have separate sprite folders. Let's go. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So the hard mode unlocked. So here, I'm gonna make a separate variable. We're gonna go custom night unlocked. I could have went with false here, but I don't think that would have worked very well for, you know, a code, since you probably associate codes with numbers and stuff. Here, I'll organize it a little better here. Okay, so custom night unlocked, we're gonna join that. Custom night. So this variable 0/0 would probably be the basis of our code here, of our save code. I might add other stuff like how many deaths did you take, or if you unlocked other stuff. I'm not too sure about that. I'll figure all that out as I cross that bridge. But this can give us a better understanding of what we want out of this code here. So I'm gonna go back to this tutorial video that he made. Excuse me. Man, that that allergy season's really getting to me. First, the whole country starts storming, and everybody, like, all the pollen goes everywhere. Oh wait, I forgot the most important thing. Run without screen refresh. There we go. Okay. Because the run without screen refresh is what makes this thing go immediately fast. So we're gonna set our save code to this right here. And there we go. This might... Okay, I'm gonna see what else he does here. But wait, no, actually no, I think it's in the wrong crap. I'm going too fast. Okay, save code, text. And then save code. What else does this guy do? And then this is what splits it. And so here we have to write our value. Let's write value hello, like what this guy did here. I'm not gonna take this guy's catchphrase away, so I'm just gonna put in hello world. So we have our little basis for our save codes, hopefully. I bet Red Bendy. He's supposed to be a heart, but yeah, I can kind of see where you're going. But also Bendy actually has a body and not stubby legs and stuff. Moving on. Wait, I'm doing something wrong. It's not in the right one. It's not in the right. It's not in the right area. Oh no. Okay. I did everything in the wrong sprite. Okay, moving on. So we got everything down here. Okay, I'm gonna need to turn on audio for this so I can actually better pay attention.
Duplicate the line and join number 1, 2, 3, and we see all three values serialized appropriately. Very good. However, although this is an okay way of serializing values, we will run into trouble trying to write values that contain that pipe character themselves, but we'll come back to that shortly.
But what if the variables that I have don't contain pipes. This is weird. This is a development moment. You're absolutely correct. Excuse me. I'm sorry, the allergy season. Ugh. I am currently trying to add save code implementation, and this wonderful guy named Griffpatch made a tutorial video regarding this, and so that's very convenient for me.
For now, let's move on. We need that read value block to
Actually, you know what? Do you guys want to see what I have so far? Like, do you... Thank you, Cooley. Do you want to see what I have so far for the game right now? I'll even show off... Ghostbusters. I'll even show off what, your camera room looks like, if you really want it. But I'm like giving you a choice if you just want to wait for like a surprise or if you just want to see it right now. Like just type in the chat like if you want to see it. First I need to change this. There we go. Actually, yeah, that's better. And let me refresh. I just hit my second monitor with like a flimsy cord. There we go. First, let me pause this music here. Okay. This isn't good from there. This isn't good from there. This room is unfinished. I need to add other stuff here. And this is your room, Cooley. This is where you'll be staying. Happy birth. You got the dead sharks, you got your ball pit like you wanted. All of it's right there. Yeah, Turbo Warp allows widescreen along with other custom stage sizes you want, not just widescreen. Like you can change it to whatever you want. Yeah, you just saw Craig. So what Craig does, you have to, like, he'll make a whole bunch of noise in your office, and you have to lure him away by making another sound, like turning off a camera. I know, I'm basically copying Disembodied from Treasure Island, but I just really liked that mechanic, and I thought it was fun. But the noise he'll make will probably lure other characters to your area, and you don't want that. You did get jump scared. Okay, I'm actually glad that it scares you, because that's, you know, overall the main point of what I'm going for here. But, yep, that's Craig. There he is. He doesn't look all scraggly like that. He actually just looks like this. In other photos, he looks blue, but that's because I felt like there were a little too much blue characters in the game. So, I figured maybe I would have just changed his color. I made him switch teams. I made it. Okay. Moving on. Save codes.
Serialize our values back out of the save code once more. Make a new custom block, named read value.
Read value, okay. Read value, whatever you say, Griffpatch.
And again run without screen refresh. Now each time we run this, it wants to return a value, so make a new variable for that named value. For this sprite only, and this must start empty. We'll want to loop through the save code, building up this value variable a letter at a time. We don't know how many times to repeat yet, so loop forever, because we can always break out of it later. Now let's get the first letter of the save code. Except we need to be able to loop through this a letter at a time, so we need a variable to say where we are up to. Name it save index, or IDX for short, for this sprite only. We begin at the first letter, set save index to 1, and then we can get letter save index of save code.
Wait. Sorry, it's going a little too fast for my speed. Okay, set it to 1. And then that, right?
So that should begin as H. Perfect. Hello, fellow scratchers.
Yep.
We'll store this H in a new variable, naming it C for character. And that's for this sprite only too. And then we set it. Okay, now we have...
Wait, C? Where'd the C come from?
In a new variable, naming it C for character. And that's for this sprite only too. And then we set it. Okay, now we have the letter at position 1. We change save index by 1, all ready for the next loop around. But
change save index by 1.
Before we go ahead and add this to our value variable, what if the letter we just found in variable C is equal to a pipe? Well then, we would have found the end of the next value, and we could stop this script, breaking out of the forever loop right here. And if it's not a pipe, then swell, set value to the result of joining itself, value, to our letter in variable C. I'm loving that, because after adding that letter, this repeat goes.
Okay.
Around again, and now we are looking at letter 2 and 3 and 4, building up this value until we hit a pipe. Shall we give that a test? Start by setting save index to 1 with a click, and then drop in a read value block and click that. And there we go. Value has become the word hello, exactly 5 letters long and perfectly formed. If we click the read value block again, we get fellow scratchers. And then again,
Wow.
1, 2, 3. I love that, don't you? But now that we've reached the end of the save code, who wants me to click this block again to see what happens next? And boom, Scratch has gone into meltdown. This script is running forever.
Oh.
Stop the project if you can. Okay, this is not the best result. When there are no more values to read out of the save code, it would be preferable to just return an empty value and not carry on running forever.
Yeah,
How
that's
would we
much
do
better.
that? Well, rather than just stopping when C is equal to a bar, we could also stop when save index is greater than the length of the save code.
Okay, that actually makes sense. That actually makes sense. What? Okay.
That would make sense, right? We've
It
gone
does,
past the end.
actually.
Great. Well, we could do that, and it works. But that's a...
Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Ah! There we go. Hello? World. Egg. And nothing else. Okay, that's good. Woo! What a relief. Okay.
A bit of an expensive, long way to do it. It just so happens that any letter after the end of a value will equal the empty value. So we can just compare C to the empty value instead. See, it still works a treat. But
Yeah,
did you
guess you're
think
right.
that that was the best we could do? You see, apple contains an A, yep, no surprise there. And bar contains a bar, yep, apparently so.
Wow, I
That's
would have
good,
never
good.
guessed.
So tell me, does bar contain the empty value? Well, that's a
No, I don't
tricky
think so.
one. Maybe? Yes, it does. Interesting.
Oh.
So I guess every value also contains the empty value. So instead of checking whether C is the pipe or the empty value, we can just check if bar contains C. And that means C is a bar or the empty value. Perfect. So guys, everything is working great. We can happily serialize and deserialize values.
Okay. Set it back to 1. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, this guy's actually right. I wouldn't have known. I would have never guessed. Excuse me, I'm sorry you have to hear this. Okay. I guess we can just drag and drop that out.
So are we done? Well, we could be, if we are happy to take responsibility that no value written to this save code will contain a pipe. If unfortunately we can't guarantee that, then, well, let's see what happens, shall we? We wrote 3 values into the save code, so there should be 3 coming out. Good. Uh-oh, fellow colon. Scratchers. And 1, 2, 3, that was 4 values, and we all knew it was going to happen. So how do we fix this? The answer is using...
Well, I don't really need to add this method because none of the pipe stuff is really what I'm gonna add here. Custom night, hard mode.
escaping. How this works is, whenever we ask to write a value containing is equal to a pipe, well then, we would have found the end of the next value, and we could stop this script, breaking out of the forever loop right here. Shall we give that a...
Yeah, I've already been...
Expecting the second one won't be skipped this time around. Set save index to 1 and read hello fellow / scratchers. So awesome! A perfectly accurate result. And that is it. We've created, including the next episode of my pod, and then used 3 read values, 1 for each of the write values. Of course, it doesn't make much sense unless you actually have some variables to save. So let me create some as a demonstration. Player X and Y, and lives. Each of these I write to the save code. Then, to restore each of these, we need to pop in a set block. After each read, to assign the read
Yeah, I
value to the
had to-
correct variable.
I just had to make sure. I had to skim past everything.
Just watch this, I'll make these into sliders, and then set them to some random values. Now, click here to create our save code. Then, I can switch the sliders around, but if I click to load from the save code, All 3 sliders returned to their saved locations. Awesome. Often, to allow a player to download a save code, we'll add the save code to a visible list. We do this because it's the only way to make the text copyable by our users. A show
Clipboard, okay.
list there, it's the load a save code. We'll add the save code to a visible list. We do
Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh, crap. There we go. Clipboard. Might have to go in a little bit, so I might end the stream here, but thank you for sticking with me as I actually, before I end the stream, I'm gonna work on this a little bit. Before I go, I'll finish this up. Okay. So I hope that this works. I'm gonna test it out. Hard mode unlocked. Custom net unlocked. 1. And then we write the code, and then there's our save code right there. And then the read code. And let's see what custom night. Okay, it's unlocked. Hard mode unlocked to 0. And so if we just do it the other way around, set it to that, write the code, and then the read it. Hard mode is 1. 0. Okay. Okay, so it works. That's great. Well, we got all the basic needs for save codes down, and that's what was important. That's what we needed. Tune in next stream for when I tidy up cameras, maybe even just do an art stream for backgrounds and stuff. And, yeah, thank you for watching.